Good morning, Team Uplift. Hi, you guys. We are back for our second installment, part 2 of our new rep quick start. Let me know in the comments if you were around last week. We talked about committing to our business, okay? Now this week, we are talking about the launch itself. So let me know if you were around for last week, or if you need to catch the replay for last week, go ahead and check out the pinned announcements right here in Team Uplift. That's where part 1 will be. Good morning, Gretchen. I also just a few minutes ago posted in Team Uplift our outline for today, our little checklist, just like last week. So go ahead, take a peek at that while we're going through this. And then I'm also going to put it in the comments here. So if you're watching the replay, you can catch that later. Okay, you guys. So I hope everybody is warm and toasty today. I know yesterday there were outages all over, so hopefully you guys are staying warm and staying safe. It's freezing here. Thank goodness for the Oh So Soft hoodies, right? If you guys do not have one of these yet, make sure you get one. They are seriously the best. We still have, I think, all sizes left in this new mauve. It's beautiful. So gorgeous, you need one. Okay, so let me pull up my notes here, you guys. Depending on where you are in your enrollment this month, maybe you got your starter kit already. Maybe you just signed up and you haven't got it yet. That's totally fine. We're going to talk about your launch today. And you guys have to remember the entire premise of this quick start is that it's a quick start. It is starting before you're ready. All right. I feel like so many times we get in the habit of needing to be the expert, needing to know all the details, needing to know all the things, and we get in that paralysis where we're afraid to even share. We're afraid to talk about something because we don't know all the things. Well, guess what, you guys? You don't have to know all the things. If you are a new rep, if you are, maybe you've been around for a while and you're kind of relaunching your business, guess what? You don't have to be an expert. We get to earn while we learn. I say this all the time. And what we're going to talk about today is the fact that you just got a starter kit of 5 staple pieces. Get to know those. Get to know your favorites. You don't have to know our entire product line. You don't have to be an expert in our fabrics, okay? Utilize your upline for that. Utilize this group for that. There are so many resources out there, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that today, but I want you guys to know that without you opening your doors for business, without you letting your friends know that you're open for business, you're going to be stagnant, okay? We've got to launch before you're ready. So that's what today is all about. I hope that last week, if you caught that episode, that you were able to at least schedule your launch and you're getting your customers, your friends excited about it, okay? Now, here's what we're gonna do. So you have probably set up a VIP group, or you've at least figured out how you want to engage on social media. Maybe that is just using your personal feed on Instagram. That's totally fine. Maybe you want to set up a VIP group on Facebook. Whatever you want to do, that is where I want you to do your launch. And here's the thing. With COVID, you guys may only be able to do an online launch, depending on where you are, depending on circumstances. If you are wanting to do a small get-together, if that is something that you feel comfortable with, if that's something that your community allows for, then do both, okay? You're gonna have your launch party that can be online for your network across the country. Also, you can do, maybe you have your neighbors or 5 girlfriends over or something, and you just have your starter kit out. That's fine. That's great. Like, show them your cute little box that you got. Get out your marketing materials, set them out on a table, lay out the items that you got in your starter kit. They can touch it, feel it, okay? Bottom line is, regardless of if you're doing an online launch, in-person launch, or both, you don't have to have a lot of inventory to get started. You've got your starter kit, that's all you need. That's the beauty of this business too, I feel like, is that we don't have to spend thousands of dollars on items to even open up our doors, all right? So if all you have is your starter kit, share the heck out of that, all right? So if you kind of pull up your little checklist, the first thing we're gonna talk about is personally inviting kind of that close circle, of family and friends. Maybe they're not family, whatever that close circle looks like for you. Because remember last week we talked about doing a teaser post, and that's kind of like exciting things are coming, stay tuned, something like that to get engagement, to let your friends know that you've got something in the works, okay? The people that commented on that post, the people that liked it, the people that asked questions, those are the ones that are likely closest to you that you're going to want to send a personal message to. And I think the social media can be such a great tool, but it also can sometimes take the personalization out of things. And I really want you to take the time to send personal messages to maybe those top 10 or 15 people that you really think are going to support you, who are really going to love the gear, who are going to try it, who are going to host a party for you, and really reach out to them personally. Invite them to your VIP group. Let them know that you've got a launch party started, or that you're going to kick off a launch and that you'd love their support. Get them excited, okay? They can kind of be your guinea pigs. People always love trying products, right? Ask them for feedback, things like that. So get them in your group. Then I would say you could do more of like a blanket statement, like a funneling people over to your VIP group via social media on a more general basis, right? But at least you've reached out personally to the people who you know are going to be your support system. I just really think that goes a long way. All right, so you've got people in your group, you've scheduled your launch. Here's what that kind of is going to look like. In that VIP group, what I would do first of all is announce your business, right? Let people know that you signed up to be a Zaya Active Rep. And maybe this is the first time that you've tried the gear. Maybe you've been a longtime supporter and you love the light and tights. Let them know why you decided to launch this business and become a Zaya Active Rep. And we talked about your why last week, so hopefully you've taken the time to kind of craft that and put that together. Make sure that is in your VIP group. Make sure that your friends, your network who are coming into that group know your why. Make sure that you share it all the time with people, okay? It's so important because like we said last week, that's your personal story. That is where you can stay grounded as a rep. Nobody can take that away from you. That is your unique story. So own that why, share the heck out of that why. And then as you build your business and as you move forward in Zaya, that why is going to change, and that's great. And you can kind of change that narrative, but at least people know why you decided to do this and what you're hoping to get out of it, okay? So in your VIP group, you are also going to want to explain sizing and our return policy right away. Do this as part of your launch. I kind of, in my parties, and I'll talk about my party schedule in just a second, but in my parties, I like to do this as like housekeeping, okay? So these are kind of some posts that I make before the party actually starts. That way people kind of get a sense of who we are as a brand and what to expect before I actually kick off. But there are sizing guides in our back office under company files. If you need help locating those, ask your upline. There are also other, I would say like pretty sizing guides kind of floating around some of the different Facebook groups and marketing groups, so you can search for those. But just utilize the one in the back office if that's what you want to do. It's all in one PDF. So what did I do for that one? Because I think to share it as a photo, I think I just put it really big on my computer and just took a screenshot. So that way the resolution was still high enough for people to zoom in and read on it, okay? So post that sizing guide in your launch, in your VIP group, and then also explain the return policy so that your customers, they're gonna be brand new to Zaya, most of them, will know what to expect. And just for you guys, for reference, we have a 30-day return policy on all of our gear, new, unwashed, unworn. So when they get the package, or when you get a package, make sure you try it on, do a couple jumping jacks in it, make sure that it feels good, but don't sweat in it, don't wash it, okay? Everything needs to go back in resellable condition if it's a return or exchange. And so just explain that to them and let them know that you are available to help with sizing. Okay, so while you're kind of learning the ropes with sizing, invite your upline to your group. Make sure she's there to help with sizing questions. Tag her in the post if you need help, okay? That's what she's there for. If your upline is new, get your upline's upline in there, okay? Somebody will be there to help with sizing. if you have questions, you can post them here in Team Uplift too, okay? We're all here to help. So make sure that they know that. Then, you guys, I think to kick off any launch party, you're going to want to go live. And maybe live scares you. Maybe you've never gone live. Maybe you're used to going live. But I think that is the biggest way to boost engagement. So if you are doing your launch, maybe you want to do a live unboxing of your starter kit, okay? Maybe you've got it already and you want to share live some of the pieces that you got in your kit. Whatever that looks like for you, I encourage you and highly recommend that you go live in these groups. If you mess up, awesome. Guess what? Because we do that every single day. If you stumble over your words, that's fine because we do that every single day. Remember, you don't have to be the expert. Your friends are going to see your authentic self through the lens, and you really want to make sure that they get to know you as a genuine person on the other side of that camera, okay? We don't have to be all made up. Look at this. Look at this mess. I could have apologized for this, but this is how I look 99% of the time. So we're just going to go with it. But your friends and your family, your customers, they know you and they know who you are in person. So be that same type of person, be that same person on the other side of the camera. So go live, okay? Now, another tip that I have for your launch, and if you've already done your launch, you can try this on another party, but I always like to include Wednesdays in my launch or in my party. I love Wednesdays at Zaya, you guys. It is like Christmas morning every single week. There's excitement buzzing around our new releases. We come out with new gear every single week. Like, that's insane. Nobody else does that. And so for what I like to do is get my customers super excited about these Wednesday releases. I like to start my parties on a Wednesday. I just let them I kind of build up that sense of urgency and let them know, hey, a lot of these are limited edition. If you see something that you love today during our weekly releases, go ahead and get it while you can. And then if you decide later in the week, later in the party that you want to order again, let me know. I'll give you a promo code for free shipping, okay? So just get them excited about that. Get them kind of browsing the website, and then you can continue your party with those staple pieces as we go. So here is a little schedule of my parties for anybody that has questions about that, or maybe you're not sure how to run them. Everybody can run their parties differently, okay? There's no right way. This is just what works for me and what works for most of my guests and my hostesses. But on Mondays, I like to make sure that my party is set up, it's ready to go. I've reached out to my hostesses. They have invited their friends, okay? In that Monday post in that party, I'm going to go live and just welcome them to the group and get them excited. Ask them how they know the hostesses. Ask them if they've heard of Zaya before. Just kind of get the engagement going. All right. I'm not really starting yet on Mondays, but I like to kind of get those conversations going. Then Tuesdays are really more of, like I talked about, like housekeeping, right? So I'm talking about our exchanges and returns. I'm talking about how we are a boutique style retailer. So things go in and out of inventory all the time, and really starting to kind of get them used to going online, and they may not see their size in every single item. And that's who we are as a brand. So when they see things, to go ahead and grab them while they can, and just kind of getting them primed. Then on Wednesdays, that's really when I do the kickoff. And I start Wednesday mornings by sharing our basics, our staples. Because later in the morning when I announce the releases for the week, I want them to already feel excited about the things that we are known for at Zaya. Our light tights, our bomber bras, our Havana tanks, copper charge tanks, things like that. And I like to start with some of these lower priced items because a lot of your customers may not have ever spent $65 on a pair of leggings before. I hadn't. I was not a Lulu shopper. And so for me, I really had to kind of figure out that worth to feel comfortable. And of course, once I got them and put them on, I understood. But for your customers who maybe have only shopped at like TJ Maxx, or they get their activewear on Amazon or Old Navy, they may need a lower entry point. So our $31 bomber bras, our $29 Havana tanks, those are fantastic pieces to start with. So that way you can kind of get them engaged without scaring them off at some of the higher ticket items. Anyway, that's just kind of what I have found to work with a lot of my newer customers. So Wednesdays we're doing the basics, and then I share our, of course, our new releases later that day. Thursdays, I really like to kind of highlight our comfy cozies, things like our hoodies, our jackets, our joggers, some of those pieces that, you know, if you are a stay-at-home mom and you want to feel put together while you're chasing kids, here's an amazing outfit for you. If you work, you know, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you work in an office somewhere, we have some really great pieces that you can incorporate with some of your other day-to-day pieces, things that do double duty in your wardrobe. So these are kind of some things that I like to highlight on that second day. And then on Fridays, that's really my last day of posting. I do kind of more of like dressed up Zaya. So I'm showing things like our grid bras, our metallic leggings, our everywhere pants, our peak zipper joggers, things like that, that you can go out to lunch with your girlfriend, or you can go out on a date night. You can wear to Sunday church. Okay. So that Friday, I'm kind of sharing those pieces that elevate our style a little bit. And then I'm doing a wrap up. And this is where we're going to go into the last kind of portion of our checklist today, is really making sure that you're including a call to action in your launch party. So for a few days, while you are sharing live videos, while you are sharing your favorite pieces, you're going to want to give your customers an idea of what's next. All right. So maybe it's as simple as, hey, click on this link. You can check out under my event, and kind of walk them through the ordering process. Or maybe they have a wish list that's bigger than their budget. And then you can talk to them about the hostess opportunity and let them know, like, hey, you can do a party just like this and earn free and half off gear. Maybe it is bringing up the rep opportunity and talking to them about, like, hey, if I can do this, you can do this. Or who doesn't love being paid to wear and share their favorite pieces, right? Like, so many companies have affiliate programs and things like that. That's what we're doing at Zaya. We're making a really amazing commission doing that. So bring up that call to action. They can shop, host, or join. All right. And if you kind of need help walking through that, ask your upline. They can kind of help you with verbiage. Okay. Last but not least, when you are wrapping up your launch party, you guys, and I really kind of only make mine for a few days and do a wrap up over the weekend. But make sure that you are personally following up with the people that you invited. All right. So even if they didn't buy a single thing, just thank them, send them a quick message or a text, and let them know that you appreciate their support and that you appreciate them being a part of your VIP group and your launch party. Let them know, like, trying something new, doing something new is scary sometimes, and that you just loved having their support. Okay. So that is also going to get you in the habit then of following up with your customers as you build that customer base. So I think those personal follow-ups, those personal messages are really important. Maybe in your group, you have people liking, commenting, asking questions. That's a great time to message them and say, hey, thanks. I noticed that you were checking out this bomber bra. Can I help you with sizing? I love it. It's great for medium support. I wear it for all my workouts. It's comfy for every day. I'd love to get you hooked up with one. What color are you looking at? Okay. So really make a point to engage with the people who are spending their time with you and taking time out of their schedule to support you. That's really important. Okay, you guys, I think that's it. If you have questions, drop them here in the comments. I'll go through those later. But honestly, you just have to start before you're ready. And these are some tips that will help you along the way. There's no perfect way to launch your business, but you have to do it. All right. And then next week, we're going to talk about carrying this momentum from your launch and how that looks going forward and kind of what some of those next steps are, all right? But hope you guys have a great day. I'm so excited for launch day. Bye.